You're not even looking at the...
I know. Do your thing, and then I'll join.
Welcome to my channel. I am Elijah Ventura, and I'm finally joined with the other counterpart in the name, To View Productions. This is the other one. And this movie review is a very, 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 very special one because it is on a very recent movie that came out, Avengers Infinity War. So, and I've been waiting for him to watch this, and then, finally he came over to my place after 30 minutes of waiting. And we are, today is actually kind of a special day because we were about to watch Deadpool 2, but, before that we wanted to, finally get our thoughts out on this film. Now, the first half, we're still, still surprised that people haven't seen the movie yet. It's been 3 weeks, what are we doing? So, the first 5 minutes are going to be our personal ratings and, non-spoilers, what do we think of the film, what is about the film, and then the next 45 minutes will be about spoilers.
40?
You know we're going to get...
it's going to be 5 minutes.
60 minutes.
Because if you're watching this video, who has 45 minutes to watch this? Let's be honest. I skip ahead on this guy, so go ahead.
So, yeah, initially, I want to see what you thought of it first. Actually, I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts, because I always start talking. It's my channel, but I want to let the guests go first.
Rating or just what I thought in general.
Focus. There you go. Yeah, what did you think of it at first? Going into
I thought it was well executed of how long they took to make it and how the storyline really connected, and it got me. I almost cried. But in all, I think it was a good 10 out of 10, especially if you're a Marvel fan, and we are. So what did you think?
I thought it was terrible. I thought it was really good. There are some nitpicky things I have with it. I'll get to that, to the spoilers for those who live under a rock and haven't seen the movie yet. But yeah, I agree with you. It really is a really well executed 10 years of culminating, and in my opinion, it is a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love this movie. The first act, honestly, it's like a roller coaster, and they're not letting you off until they're actually the last credits roll, and then all of a sudden there's an end credit scene. That's when you can get off the ride. It's basically a 2 hour and 45-minute ride, and it's really an emotional ride.
It is,
because you how do I say this? You have to expect not to come into this movie not to cry. You have to expect, you can't go into this movie and be like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm a man. People that I've known watch this movie, and they said that they don't know what happened, they don't know much about the characters, but yet they still kind of teared up and felt sad and everything. But that's I really loved this film. I know for a fact I'm gonna get it on Blu-ray and DVD because I really want to watch this movie over, because there's so much things jam-packed in this film. The names are actual Norse Scottish names.
Oh, fun fact.
Some of the things that the place where Thor gets his new hammer, and also Stormbreaker, Thor's new hammer. That also,
spoiler.
I mean, not really. We know he's gonna get a new hammer. It was kind of spoiled by the toy, because it came out and everyone's all like, "What's this?
What you got?"
So then, yeah, and then for me, it really feels like you made an accomplishment with this film. Watching it, in my opinion, after watching it, I feel like I've done something special for some reason. I felt like I've done something. I've been waiting for this moment, and now I've done it. And yeah, so you're a 10 out of 10. I'm a 10 out of 10. That is our personal opinion. We had to kind of keep it short because we have a lot of spoilers to do, and we might go back and forth on this because I remember I've only watched this movie once, and yet I remember everything. It's true. My girlfriend can attest to that, and this one, but. So yeah, that is our quick review of Avengers Infinity War. If you haven't seen this movie, what are you even doing? Focus. What are you even doing? Seriously, come on. It's May 18th. And if you're watching Deadpool, okay, but you haven't watched Infinity War? So yeah, go out and see Avengers Infinity War, my finger got really focused. That was really cool.
Okay.
Thumbs up from us, and if you haven't seen this movie, don't watch the spoilers, but we are about to head into it. So, welcome to the spoilers. What is this? Okay. So, okay, do you want to start with the spoilers, or I start with the spoilers? I want to...
Like, are we
Do
going,
you want to
like...
You want to go in chronological?
Very end, or, like...
Let's go from very beginning. That way we
beginning?
can...
Okay.
The ending
well,
is very... Like, it's the biggest ending.
I'll start with the beginning.
Okay,
So,
I'll go from the middle.
Beginning, they're on the ship, if you remember from Thor Ragnarok. Thanos is there with his kids, and he kills
Loki. No, Heimdall.
Heimdall first,
The blind...
and then he snaps Loki's neck. Well, not snap, but, he chokes him to death.
And then I was
Then he
hoping for a
kills
more,
him.
like, gratifying ending to him. Like, I wanted them to kind of give him a really great send-off. Because with, for those who, like the character Loki, I kind of do. I mean, they made him look like a really funny guy in Thor Ragnarok. But when they just snapped his neck, and I'm like, they could have, like for one, they could have grabbed one of the... Man, why is your... Focus! So, like, they could have grabbed, like, someone's staff and then, stab him and, like, pull him closer. Then he could have said, you will never be a god.
Yeah.
And it still made me sad because, it's kind of,
Yeah, it's Loki.
But, they could have done a little bit better with that.
Yeah, then ship blows up, everyone goes everywhere.
You're forgetting Hulk. When, Heimdall...
Well, that's not really a huge spoiler.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
you're
Hulk
right.
shows up, tries to beat up Thor. Thor kicks his ass.
No, Thanos.
Or at first, and then
Thanos.
Thanos kicks his ass.
Thanos. And then I'll take the New York part. Great introduction, by the way, to Thanos, because I was kind of worried that they might make him look like a little pussy. Because, the way to introduce a character we've been waiting for 10 years is to make him... Because he beats up the Hulk, and it's kind of funny. Throughout the film, Hulk will not show up after that. He's been traumatized, basically. He's all like, no! No! Okay. And then we see Hulk crash onto the Sanctum Sanctorum with Doctor Strange and Wong. And then they have a really funny joke about... What?
No, go ahead.
Always be dressed prepared. Then we see him saying Thanos, and then they call in Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. We see them and Pepper. Apparently they're married. Then all of a sudden, after they kind of meet and consolidate, all of a sudden a big donut-looking spaceship comes out from space and wreaks havoc. And then we get to see a great fight between Ebony Maw and a bigger dude like the Hulk, kind of duke it out. And it's a glorious fight, to be honest. I really like that scene. It was really good. Really good. And then, your powers have culminated. You must be good at birthday parties. Well, yeah, there was a funny tidbit to Squidward. Then Peter comes in, which is by far one of the most adorable entrances ever. Hey, man. He stops a freaking hammer.
How's it going?
And then they go on the ship. Peter disobeys Tony, and then Tony gets a phone call from Pepper. What do you think she was saying? Because he said people are interpreting it as one of three ways. It's like, one, she's saying, I'm leaving you.
Yeah.
Because, this is, Tony gave up his suits in Iron Man 3 for Pepper. But then, he goes and creates more suits. He creates Friday, creates Ultron, then a Captain America Civil War. So then, he really hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
So then, or she's saying, I'm pregnant, or she's saying, I'm sorry. What do you think? I think she's saying I'm pregnant.
Yeah, because why else would she being up kids? Or he technically did, but, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And then, you're really out of frame. There you go. So then, we get to see the Guardians of the Galaxy, a great introduction. I'm trying to find out what that song was. I kind of like the beat of it. Drax is always funny in this movie. Drax was the funniest in this movie. There's There's a great joke to when they go on to Gamora gets captured by Thanos when they were on the nowhere trying to find the Redstone after finding from Thor when they found him. Thanos is collecting all the stones. And then next thing you know, we get to see Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, Peter, and half of the Guardians, because Rocket and Groot went with Thor to build Stormbreaker, and then Gamora is with Thanos, and then Peter and the rest of the gang are on Titan, which is the home planet of Thanos. I'm gonna say it like many different ways as possibly I can. And then there's this funny joke where it's like, Peter grabs Peter. Peter grabbed Peter. Did you notice that? And
No.
then, he grabbed Spider-Man. So it's Peter grabbing Peter.
Mm.
And then he's like, "Where's Gamora?" And then Tony's like, "I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora?" Then Drax is on the ground.
Do you one better? Why
is Gamora? And that cracked me up so much. That was so funny. And this movie focus on this beautiful face. This movie is peppered with really great humor. I don't know, I was expecting the humor to kind of suck because they do it in the middle of a fight, and it fits. The Squidward joke was there's chaos is being destroyed. It didn't feel out of place. And then another major spoiler. Gamora is sacrificed for the Soul Stone because apparently Red Skull is still alive, and he's all like, "A soul for a soul," and then, and then a big battle on Titan because they tried to get the stone, the Time Stone. So now, after Thanos gets the purple one, he gets the red one, he gets the blue one from Loki, then he gets the green one from Doctor Strange. No.
Yeah, green.
Yeah, and then the green one, and then all he needed was the green and the one from Vision. And so, the great Titan battle, Tony almost dies, which gave me a major heart attack.
I almost cried.
That actually almost killed me. Oh, I forgot the introduction to Cap. The introduction to Captain America with the gorgeous, gorgeous beard.
He's daddy.
Thor is daddy.
It's Cap.
Thor.
It's Cap.
Rock, paper, scissors.
He was the first Avenger.
Let's be in the middle and find out. He was the first Avenger, but...
Yeah, exactly. Go on.
Who copied the beard? Oh! Oh!
We didn't get their eye socked out. Ooh.
You know what?
He just had the same shield. Ooh. Alright.
We didn't make that shield. Tony's father made that shield.
Don't worry about it. You were saying?
So then, a great introduction to our theater went crazy when they saw him. And then, we kind of find out what they've been doing. We also find out why Hawkeye and Ant-Man aren't in this film, because they're on house arrest. For some reason, people are literally asking me that question. It's why isn't Hawkeye and Ant-Man in this film? They're like, because they mention it really quick, but it's kind of clear too. They're all they're on house arrest. They actually say it pretty clear, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, but they still could have left.
Yeah, you're right.
Got a planet to save now.
And then, so then the first battle was on Titan. The second battle was on Wakanda. And then we find out what happened with Bucky, the White Wolf. He kind of looks weird with no arm.
Oh yeah, Bucky gets a new arm.
It's really sexy, and Rocket wants it. And then, what else was there? And then they find a way to manage to get the Soul Stone out while keeping Vision still alive, which ends up not working.
Yeah.
He dies twice, which kind of sucks. Wanda kills him first because in the movie they explain that, and they find out that the only way to destroy one stone is to come in contact with something of its own power. So then Wanda had to do it. So then she ends up doing it. And then, Thanos reverses time with the Time Stone, and it's I have no time for this.
Okay. I see.
And then, kills Vision, basically.
And then Thor comes down with Stormbreaker and hits Thanos in the chest, and then he says,
"You should have aimed for the head."
And then...
Not a good set.
Thank you.
And then we find what actually happens to people who when he snaps his fingers, because at first glance, nothing really happened, nothing ever, Thor's like, what did you do? And then we see Bucky turn into dust, and then we see Falcon turn into dust, Black Panther turn into dust,
Scarlet Witch
turn into dust, and then we see on Titan, Guardians of the Galaxy, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy minus Rocket, including Groot, turn into dust, and then the saddest death for my part was Peter. He was the saddest death, because he's the youngest out of the group. He's inexperienced. He's kind of, new at this. Mm-hmm. Yet he's willing to sacrifice his life for anything. Yet, when time came, he didn't want to leave. And, he's practically begging for his life. And then Doctor Strange died. I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, he disappeared.
He turned into dust as well as other
things.
He turned into... The real confirmed deaths are Heimdall, Loki, Vision, and Gamora. Those are the 4 main real deaths that we saw. And but then the dust people, that was like, 10 people? Main characters? Mm-hmm. Including some of the people we'd never, like the civilians. Nick Fury died? Or Dust?
And his...
Maria Hill, whatever.
Yeah, assistant, whatever.
And then that's the one of the end credit scene too, by the way.
Then they reveal
that Captain Marvel is coming, who apparently is the only one to stop Thanos. I'm like, okay. But hopefully, because when I came into this movie, right, I wanted 3 deaths. I wanted Thor, Cap, and Tony. Oh, shit. But when the scene came when Tony got stabbed, I'm like, I changed my mind.
I was like, I knew it.
I changed my mind.
I know, I didn't want him to die.
And then he didn't. I was like, okay. But all in all, I was quite, impacted by the deaths, honestly. Because this movie was, like, really intense. It was really gripping. It was, like, this is the type of movie where, like, the moment you sit down, you have to, like, ready yourself. Because once the introduction starts rolling, and they do this nice little Marvel 10. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool.
And it didn't have any sound, which kind of made it sad.
Which kind of made it interesting,
yeah,
from my opinion,
because they've never done that.
They just have
No.
But it would kind of throw the tone off.
Yeah.
So, and then the moment you see the ship from Thor Ragnarok, you're gonna buckle down and sit, because it's game on from there. And I'm trying to think of the major spoilers right now. The good bits, the juicy parts, the Wakanda. I'm saying Quan. Wakanda, there you go. The Wakanda fight was a great fight.
It was.
Thor's introduction was the best.
Yeah.
Don't deny, you liked Thor's introduction. You liked Thor's entrance.
Yeah, sure.
You liked it better than Cap, even though
Even though he's daddy.
No, he's not. Who had the beard first? Who had the beard first? Who had the beard first?
Who had their whole planet blow up? That's all I know to say about that.
Who lost their friendship? Who was sleeping for 70 years, right? Give or take. 80 years, I don't care.
Yeah, we got a good nap. Now he doesn't have to complain about being tired.
He's a 99-year-old virgin.
He is.
Yeah, actually, and they also confirm how old Thor is. He's 1,500 years old.
My dude.
Actually, it's kind of fascinating. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Thor's lost everything. Cap lost one person.
Eh.
He has Bucky still. What does Thor have? No one. He lost his brother. He lost his dad. He lost his hammer. He lost his home planet. So what do you think? No one. What does Steve have? Bucky. That's it. And Sam, Falcon.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he lost his girlfriend, but he has a new one.
Mm.
Could have gone with Black Widow, but okay. But, see? Who's daddy now?
Okay.
Who's daddy now?
Oh,
anyway. Well, we're both up. I was saying we're going to spend 45 minutes talking, and you said 5. We're actually spending 20 minutes. Sheesh. Sheesh. Anyway, that is all from us so far. And, yeah, I really want to see this again. But at the same time, I actually kind of don't want to, because then, I would notice things. I'll wait till it comes out. That way I can watch it on my own time, my own moment, and be like, I don't remember that,
Yeah.
But, yeah, that is from us, 10 out of 10. Watch it. Please do. This is a beautiful, beautiful movie. Russo brothers, you've done good. Don't touch the phone. But, put the arm down. But, you know, and I'm excited what happens in Avengers 4. I'm hopefully a death. I want to cry. I want to bawl. Like, this one, it made me cry. It didn't make me cry that hard. But in this one, the next one, Avengers 4, I better come out buckets.
Jeez.
Alright. I'm Elijah. This is my friend Sterling, the other counterpart of 2View Productions. This has been a movie review, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.